Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. I'm actually going to be doing a Q&A. So I asked you guys on Instagram, and in my last couple of videos I've been asking you guys to leave me questions for a Q&A just because I want to connect with y'all. You know, I want to know who you are, I want you to know who I am, I want us to get to know each other. But no, seriously, I really do just want to connect with you guys and just learn more about you. I feel like the best thing about this whole YouTube situation is the fact that there are people that I can talk to who like know what it is. Like, you know, the natural hair struggle or whatever else it may be, like skincare or just beauty products in general. Because you know how sometimes you try to talk to people in real life about that stuff and it's just like, okay, yeah, whatever. So yeah, I just like the fact that we can talk together, we understand each other, and let's just get into this Q&A because now I'm rambling. All right, so we have some questions from YouTube, and the first one is from Nia Royal, and it says, do you want any kids? And I don't know why that's a funny question. That is a question that scares me. So when I was younger, I always said that I wanted 5 kids, and I do still to this day. I just want to have a house full of love. Like, I want to have kids of all ages at the same time. Like, I just want to have a lot going on in my house, and then when they grow up and they have kids, and then I'll have like a bunch of grandkids, like that to me is the best life ever. But kids cost money. Kids are so expensive these days, especially if you want to put them in like a nice daycare. If you want them to have experiences, they're going to help shape and grow them as a person. That's expensive. So if I'm rich, I want to have 5 kids. But if I don't get rich, I'll probably have like 2 to 3 kids, hopefully 3. I want at least 3 kids. I'm one of 2, and it gets a little lonely when it's just you and one other person. The next question is from Nilia Bedelia, and she says, where do you get your headboard from? So this headboard back here, it's actually an entire bed frame. I have a vlog where my husband and I were putting it together, but this is from Wayfair. Also, that lamp right there, I have it on both sides. Those are from TJ Maxx. And then I also get questions about my nightstands right here, and those are from Wayfair as well. And I'll zoom out so you guys can see them. I also have a vlog showing when we got our nightstands. I kind of like to show our home decor pieces as they come in vlogs and like lifestyle videos like that. If you guys are interested in home decor videos, you should watch my vlogs. Nilia Bedelia also had another question, and it says, what are your health and hair goals? My health and hair goals, that's a good question. So my ultimate health goal is to be vegan. Right now, I currently eat chicken, turkey, and seafood, but I've gone through different stints where I only ate seafood and I was a pescatarian, or I didn't eat any meat and I was a vegetarian, and I even have gone through stints where I ate only vegan food. While I was testing all of those different lifestyles and stuff, I found that I really liked how I felt when I was eating vegan food. It just made me feel so clean. Like, that sounds really gross. It just made me feel so alert, like not as heavy feeling, not as sluggish. It really made me feel good. The only thing that I will say is that I got headaches when I was eating a vegan lifestyle, so I don't think I was doing it completely right, which is why I'm not doing it now, because I need to learn some more about it before I fully commit to that type of lifestyle. So that's my long-term goal, to be vegan or just to eat less animal products in general. And my short-term health goal is to completely let go of all dairy, and I'm doing pretty good with it. I'm actually lactose intolerant. So over the years, I've had to slowly but surely just stop eating some of the things that I loved, like cereal and milk, even though you can eat it with almond milk, but you know, regular milk. Ice cream, Snickers used to be my favorite candy. I hate people that can eat macaroni and cheese and not suffer. I hate people that can eat pizza and not suffer. So letting go of that, because it's not good for you anyway, but sometimes, like, you know, on Thanksgiving when the mac and cheese come out, it's just like, so having that self-control to not want to indulge anyway is my short-term health goal. And then she also asks, what are my hair goals? And honestly, I have reached a lot of my hair goals, and I'm surprised that I have, because there was a time when I thought that my hair would never grow past shoulder length. So I think now my hair goal is to grow my hair down to the top of my butt. I want my hair, well, my hair is never going to be one length, but I want to have a full thick layer of hair down to the top of my tailbone. And I also want to have completely full, thick, and healthy ends. And that's the challenge because my hair tangles really easily and it's also really fine. So it's just so easy to get breakage. So growing my fine hair down to my butt with healthy ends would be like a dream. Also, someone else asked this question. It wasn't specifically for the Q&A, but she asked it under one of my videos, and that was Tavon Bennett. And she asked, what is your name? So my name is not Power in Your Curl. My name is Kenya, actually. So yeah, that's my name. Then Raina Benjamin asks, that's a beautiful name, by the way, Raina, that's so pretty. What is your diet and what do you eat on a regular basis? So my diet it fluctuates. Like I said earlier, I go through different periods where I cut out certain foods just to see how I feel and if it makes any difference in my internal being. On a regular basis, I'll typically eat oatmeal for breakfast. It's super easy and it gets you full if you get like the kind with other stuff in it. I like to get either the raisin, date, and walnut Quaker oatmeal, or I get the apples and craisin Quaker oatmeal. I like that a lot. So I'll eat oatmeal in the morning and I'll drink water, and then for lunch I usually eat a sandwich or I have a salad, just depending on what groceries I have in the fridge. So when I eat my salads, I like to have a grilled chicken salad, or if I'm eating a sandwich, it's probably like a honey turkey sandwich. And then for dinner, of course you eat a bunch of different meals for dinner, but I have like my go-to meals that I make when I just need to make something really quick. So I like to make clean pasta, and one of the pastas that I make is noodles, shrimp, broccoli, and that's it. And I'll put all of that together in a bowl, and then I'll put a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of vegan butter, and then salt and pepper, and it tastes really, really good. And I'll also season the noodles with basil. Tastes really good. And then I like to do, what else do I like to do? I love gumbo. So I've made a lot of different gumbos. That's like my favorite food ever. So I used to make a shrimp gumbo, I believe. Was it shrimp and sausage gumbo? Yeah, that was really good. And now I make a vegan gumbo so that I don't have to eat the sausage, and that's really good too. And then another go-to dinner that I make is tilapia with broccoli and brown or white rice. And then Raina also asked, do you take any vitamins or hair supplements? And I do. I don't take them consistently just because I don't keep up with it, but I do have a multivitamin that I take, and I also take the Main Choice Maintabolism hair pills. I have a bunch of bottles left over from when I used to take them because they used to have really good sales. Like the first time I ever tried taking the pills is because they were having like a 50 or 75% off sale. So right now I have a bunch of bottles left over, but I don't take them frequently. So at this point, I wouldn't say it's really contributing to my hair growth, but at the very beginning of my second healthy hair journey back in like 2015, it definitely helped because I took them religiously. So Hey Shay Shay asks, how often do you trim your ends, and do you recommend trimming more or less to grow hair to waist length? So for me, I trim my ends every 3 to 4 months, just depending on how they're doing. This last time I waited 4 months and my hair did very, very well. I was very proud of my hair because usually by month 3, my ends are like screaming to be trimmed and I have like single strand knots and split ends going on everywhere. The thing about hair advice is you have to pick and choose what works for you and leave the rest there, because if you try to do too much of what your hair doesn't like, you're gonna set yourself back and not put yourself forward. And I struggle with that a lot in the beginning of my hair journey. So I just want to say that before I say anything else, because don't take all of my advice if it doesn't apply to you. Definitely do what works best for you. But I think it's best to trim more frequently and trim less whenever you do trim. So instead of waiting, let's say 8 months to trim your hair, and then by that time your ends are like raggedy and jagged and it ends up being a cut because you have to cut 1 to 2 inches, I trim probably like 1/4 of an inch to maybe 1/2 an inch every 3 to 4 months. But that's just for me because my ends are susceptible to breakage because my hair is fine. If you don't have fine hair, you probably wouldn't have to trim every 3 to 4 months depending on how rough you are on your hair. But that's what I found works best for me. So Zana Kujawa, that's a cool name. So Zana Kujawa says, I saw the ring on your finger, beautiful by the way. How long have you been with your partner? Thank you. My husband and I have been together going on 5 years in December. We've been together for 3 years and married for almost 2. We actually met in college, and it's so funny because right before I went to college, I gave myself a pep talk and I told myself, I'm not dating anybody, I'm focusing on myself, like I'm gonna be all about the books, all about the money. And then I met my husband, or my future husband, the first week of college. So yeah. And then she also asked, would you ever consider doing lifestyle videos like my apartment tour and a day in my life? And I would, yeah, I definitely will be open to that. I actually want to start doing more lifestyle videos, but I'm taking my time with it because I know that a lot of you guys are here for my hair videos and my hair tutorials. So I do want to do an apartment tour once I get my apartment together. We just moved here. How long have we been here now? We've been here almost 2 months now. So we still are like settling in and decorating a few different areas. So once I get everything together in my apartment, I want to do an apartment tour, and then hopefully later down the line, if you guys are interested, I can do like a day in my life or vlog more frequently, just depending on what you guys want. And then her last question was, how did you decide YouTube was for you, or how did you get into YouTube? That's a good question. So I had been watching YouTube for years. I started growing out my natural hair in 2008, and the reason why I actually started transitioning from relaxed to natural is because I wanted to lock my hair, and nobody around me that I knew of had locks. I had no idea how you even did them. So I just went on Google and I started Googling like how to get locks, how to transition out of relaxed hair, and I just stumbled across YouTube. And ever since then, from 2008 to 2017, I have watched YouTube faithfully. So once I started getting the hang of my hair, I wanted to make YouTube videos, but I never really had the time. Like when I was in college, I worked like 2 jobs, so I never would have had time to film videos or edit or anything like that. And I just never had the time until now. So now I'm here, and it's been quite the journey already. I love it. So that was how I got into YouTube. And then her other question was, how did you decide YouTube was for you? So the way that I decided that YouTube was for me, it took a while for me to realize that. I've been on YouTube for a little over a year now, and there were a lot of times when I thought to myself, like, is this something that I should be doing? Like, is it worth the time and effort? Like, is this really going to go anywhere? Are people even watching this? And I honestly didn't really know like what purpose I was serving on YouTube. But now, after a little bit of time, I can see that what I have to offer to the natural hair community is just teaching people what I've already learned in my hair journey. Like one of my videos that I put up recently is how I finger detangle my hair, and it took me years to figure out how to detangle my hair without breaking it off. Like literally like 6 to 7 years. Like I just figured out how to detangle my hair properly. So I feel like now that I know the value and the information that I can give to you guys, I know that YouTube is for me. And then also I prayed about it. So I prayed to God just to show me if this was right for me, because I never want to be in a place where I'm not supposed to be, because to me that's just a waste of time. Like you could be spending that time in an area that you are supposed to be working in your purpose and walking in your, path. So I prayed to God and asked him to show me that this was right, and if it was right, I'd give it my all. And he answered that. So here we are. Alrighty, now we're gonna move on to Instagram questions. So is that it? Yeah. So the first Instagram question is from Nevaeh Taisha. Hey girl, hey. She is a day one supporter. I appreciate you. Her questions are, what's your favorite color? I don't have one favorite color. I want to choose, but I can't. So my 2 favorite colors are purple and gold. I can't decide between the 2. Purple for royalty reasons. I just love how regal purple looks, and gold because the same thing, royalty and queenage. And then her second question is, what's your favorite hair product at the moment? That is so hard. I have a lot of hair favorites, like products that really work well in my hair. But how I'm going to answer this question is just what I found most recently that works really well in my hair. And that's the Camille Rose Naturals Moroccan Pear Conditioning Custard. I believe that's what it's called. That conditioner is amazing, but I don't use it as a rinse out conditioner because it's way too expensive for that. I use it as a leave-in. And if I use that conditioner with a gel like the curl maker, The wash and go that I get is amazing. Like, that conditioner is so moisturizing. The ingredients are amazing, of course, and it just slides so well into your hair, and then it just makes your curls pop. Like, it just makes them look luscious. So that's my favorite hair product at the moment. And then Zuri Nuru asks, can you give a sort of detailed explanation on how you wash your hair after it's been in a twist out or a bun for a few days? So I'm definitely going to be filming a full wash day routine. So just so you guys know, these next few questions are more so hair advice questions, and then also questions about my hair. Love Spirit Universal, ooh, that's a cool name. So Love Spirit Universal asks, I've had several natural hairstyles over my 48 years, but my fro never gets beyond 4 inches. I moisturize and do protective styles. Do you think some hair has a stopping point, like how some folks like me are short and some are tall? LOL. So I know that this is a controversial topic, and I could definitely be wrong in what I think, but this is what I believe about, I guess, terminal hair lengths, or basically your hair stopping at a certain point and never growing past that length. I think that that's a myth. And the reason why I think that is because I feel like a lot of the times when you see things around you, you kind of believe that they're genetic. So if you grow up in a family where people eat high cholesterol food and high sodium food, and they're all like overweight or bigger people, you can sometimes think, oh, it's in my genes to be bigger, when it's not in your genes. It's what you do in your environment that's conducive to you being bigger. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's the same thing with hair. Like, when my hair was shoulder length when I was getting it relaxed, the reason why I would never grow past shoulder length is because I wasn't taking care of my hair. I barely deep conditioned when my hair was relaxed, and also the relaxer wasn't good for me. So because of that, I never saw my hair grow past shoulder length. I know that scientists say that there is a such thing as a terminal hair length, and I think that length is like 18 to 36 inches for the average person, but I just don't like to put limits on myself like that. So I've seen people who have hair like down to the floor. I've seen people who have hair down to their calves, and I feel like if you really wanted to put in the time and minimize breakage to that extent, you could definitely grow your hair to that length. I also feel like your hair growth is determined by your diet too. When you reach like hair levels that are to the floor, your diet is probably like on point. B&E Smith 625 says, last weekend I made a commitment that I would not use heat for 3 months, but I am finding it hard to find ways to style my hair. Can you make some suggestions as to quick, low maintenance styles for someone busy on the go? I have tried wash and goes, but they do not look too great because of the heat and curly texture combined. Yes. So for quick, low maintenance styles on the go, my go-to style is of course the 2 cornrow braids. I have a video on that, but if you are currently experiencing heat damage, it may be hard to just leave those 2 braids out. So what I would do is I would cornrow your hair and then take the ends and bobby pin them on either side of your head so they kind of cross, and you get like the milk braid look. That's really cute, and it's also very professional. You could also do like just different types of buns to work. So my favorites are flat twisting your edges, not like super hard or anything, but sectioning off like about 1 inch of hair around the perimeter of the front of your head, and then flat twisting that, and then putting your hair in a low bun. You could also do a high bun with that. You could even like braid your hair on the side and then twist your ponytail into smaller twists and then wrap that around in a bun. Basically, I would just try to figure out ways to dress up a bun or to keep your hair off your shoulders while you're growing your hair out. Whatever style you're doing, make sure you don't do that style too often, because then you can cause weak points and breakage in the area of stress where the style is. Like, say you always do a high bun, you can cause breakage in the crown of your head by always doing a high bun. So just try to mix it up every once in a while. Then Cutie Pie for Plants also says, I like to know how to smooth my edges. So I don't smooth my edges often just because frizz is what it is, let it be. But if you want to smooth your edges, I would recommend kind of wetting them down a little bit, just a little bit. Just dampen your fingers and kind of run them over your edges. Then take a gel or an edge control that works best for you. I like the Mielle Organics Edge Control. I hear that the Hicks Edge Control is really good. And my favorite gel for my edges is the Camille Rose Naturals Curl Maker, honestly. And you can just rub that in. Really what you want to do is have a scarf that you can tie down on your edges, so as your hair dries, it kind of molds to the scarf laying it down. And after about 15 or 20 minutes, when you take the scarf off, your edges are laid down. So the next question we only have, let's see, we have like 5 more questions. So Royally Roman asked, when your hair was shorter, what hairstyles did you do to your hair? Any box braids, cornrows, etc.? So when my hair was shorter, I mean, my hair has been this short before. So when my hair was this short, all I did was a TWA with a headband. And then when it got long enough, I started doing a puff. And then I would also do like little baby twists, and I would bobby pin them into a ponytail. Those are really cute. But as my hair got longer, I had box braids. They weren't even box braids. When my hair was shorter, I had Senegalese twists once, and I didn't like it because my hair would get frizzy and it wouldn't stay in the twist. I didn't like doing braid extensions when my hair was shorter. I honestly would just wear it in the style that I mentioned earlier, where I would flat twist the perimeter of my head into a bun or a ponytail, and I wore that style to death in high school. Like, boy, that was my signature style. I was really determined to grow my hair, so sometimes I would sacrifice the look and just do twists all around my head and either pin it up in an updo as my hair got longer, or like I said, keep it in a ponytail. Alyssa Rhodes asks, what products do you use to wash and condition your hair prior to deep conditioning with the Mael Babasu Mint Deep Conditioner? Yes, girl, you know me, you know me. So before I deep condition, I wash either with the Head & Shoulders 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner for dry scalp. I used to suffer so bad from itchy scalp until I discovered that product, and it completely took care of the problem. Then for clarifying, I'll use the Shea Moisture African Black Soap Deep Cleansing Shampoo. I use that like once every 4 to 6 weeks just to set my hair back to zero. Then my favorite cleansing conditioner, because I don't always shampoo my hair when I wash it, is the Diva Curl Cleansing Conditioner, like just the classic co-wash from Diva Curl. I like that a lot. And then for conditioner, I just use my detangling conditioner. So my top 3 detangling conditioners are the Onion Handmade Detangling Conditioner, then the Giovanni Smooth as Silk Deeper Moisture Conditioner, and then the Giovanni Too Chic Olive Oil and Avocado Ultra Moist Conditioner is what it's called. Then Diamond Faulkner asks, how often do you trim your hair? Every 3 to 4 months? And also, do you do it yourself? Yes, so the majority of the time I trim my hair myself, because 99% of the time if I'm at a salon it's to straighten my hair, and I only straighten my hair like once every year or 2. So I trim my hair myself on Curly Hair, and I've already uploaded a video on that, so I'll go ahead and link that on the screen for you guys. It's super simple and really easy. I just like to follow the guide that my stylist cuts into my hair when it's straight, and then I just trim my hair to that guide throughout the year until I get my hair straightened next. Then Breaking Dawn _ Donna asks, have you ever tried any of the Diva Curl products? Yes, I have. I've tried the classic co-wash, the Believe In hair serum. I really like both of those. And then I've also tried just the regular conditioner from the classic line, and that was okay. But my favorite products so far from Diva Curl are the cleansing co-wash and the Believe In hair serum. That's a really good leave-in. It makes your hair feel very lightweight. And then lastly, from It's Tola Monet _ Whoa. I don't know what that says. And then lastly, if I butcher this, I'm so sorry, but from It's Tola Monet _ she asked, for your wash and goes, do you ever defuse? Also, when you do your trims, do you trim your hair while curly like a diva cut, or do you straighten and then trim? So for my wash and goes, I almost never diffuse. I diffuse like twice in my hair, and I don't like it. It makes my hair frizzy and my hair doesn't last as long, and it just doesn't look as good. I feel like I like my hair better when it's air dried. And then also when I trim my hair, I trim it curly. I never straighten my hair myself to trim it. I go to a stylist for that. But whenever I trim my hair, it's still curly, and I like to trim it when it's wet. And if you want to see how I do it specifically, again, I'll link that video for you guys down below. So those were all of you guys' questions. Thank you guys so much if you sent in a question. I tried to answer them all, and I'm pretty sure I did, but if I missed your question, just message it to me on Instagram and I'll answer it for you there. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe. You made it to the end of the video, you might as well. I make new videos every Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and I love to see you back here. If you guys have any video requests, be sure to leave them down below, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.